Good evening, YouTube. Welcome back to Play the Hits. This is Resident Evil 2, and Nick, we are nearing the end of our month-long journey here with Leon and Claire. How you doing?
It has been a fun journey, so once again we return to the zombie-infested city of raccoons.
Welcome back to the survival horror. You know, this is one game where, like, I really do not get tired of it. I've done a couple of off-camera personal playthroughs, and after we're done with this YouTube series, I fully intend to just play this game into the ground and try to do as much optional stuff as I possibly can. Did I get these guys?
Yeah, I seem to remember you. I mean, they weren't zombies, but you got them.
I mean, they look as though they've been got. Oh, wait, you know what?
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright. And now, now we're going to the worst freaking area in the game. That's what got us.
Isn't that where we stopped last time?
Yeah,
where we got...
it sure is.
Yeah,
Sure
that sounds
is.
familiar now.
Yep. I think between episodes I came in here, I reloaded the game, went down here and dealt with those zombies, and just got my items squared away so that we didn't have to do that at the beginning of this episode.
Well, that's very respectful to all 22 of our subscribers.
Yeah, we're practically viral.
Didn't we start with, we are about as viral as the measles, tearing through the country at this point.
The hell was that?
We're like...
It's not funny if you got the measles, though.
No, God rest your souls. Crap, what was I just going to say? We're almost trending as much as, what's that new game? Sekiro? That I'm hearing
Shadows Die Twice?
Yeah, Shadows Die Twice. So now, Nick, you're a Dark Souls boy. Am I correct in
here we
understanding
go.
that?
Yeah, I am a fan.
Is this a game that perhaps we should do a nice playthrough on Play the Hits here sometime?
You know, what would be a great co-op project is Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the
Yeah,
Sin.
you've mentioned that. Oh! Owie!
Oh, we are off to...
Oh, no!
And it will
Oh,
begin
dear.
where it ends.
Oh,
Or begin
dear.
where it ended last time.
It's,
Did you just karate chop your way out?
I gave him a good old-fashioned combat knife to the face, but I don't know if that'll be enough. Okay, it was enough. But now we've got, Zamboy here. Oh, shit!
Yeah,
Owie!
both sides.
Oh, God! This is going south. This is going south fast. Somehow we're still in the fine. I'll take it.
Well, thank God we got that bit of existential horror taken care of.
Well, you know, for now. Now what I want to do is I want to lure this zombie up here.
You don't have to come back through here, do you?
Oh, yeah. You know I do.
Oh.
You saw the Claire playthrough. There we go. That's what I want. Because now we can bottleneck him here in this little area and hopefully take his head off.
But yeah, Sekiro. I don't know if it's gonna be like Ninja Gaiden meets Dark Souls. I'm not gonna exactly rush out to buy it. I also passed on Noi when that came out, which seems pretty similar to what Sekiro is.
Nice.
Personally, I'm of the mindset that while I loved the first couple Dark Souls, this series can be retired now. I feel like it's done
really?
everything it needed to do. I think there's too much of a good thing, honestly.
See, I really don't know a whole lot about the series, and I know even less about Sekiro, but from what I've seen, it's exactly what you described, is kind of a ninja take on the Dark Souls formula, which, you know, if I were a fan, a dedicated fan of that series, would seem kind of like a breath of fresh air to me. But then what do I know? So...
Well, I mean, in an age when there's so many other unique games to play, why play a rehash of a game that I've kind of had my fill of?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, why are they bothering with all these remakes of 20-year-old games? What do they have to offer us? Oh, wait.
Well, speaking of...
Oh, that's where he is. Okay.
Speaking of remakes, what's your take on the new Zelda game that's coming out, Cadence of Hyrule?
What? Oh, yeah, I saw that with, where it's like a,
Rhythm game?
yeah, rhythm dungeon crawler, sort of. I don't know quite what to make of it.
Of all the things Nintendo could have announced, that's the last thing I ever would have suspected.
You know, it really doesn't look like my cup of tea as far as a game goes. I mean, that's just not really my style of game. But at the same time, I've got to give Nintendo a lot of credit for as stingy as they have historically been with, like, their main franchises to take as many risks as they are. I mean, Breath of the Wild, even though I don't consider it to be like the greatest Zelda of all time, it was a huge departure from a series that largely relied on formula. And so I give them a lot of credit for experimenting. And
Zelda seems to be the series where they're experimenting on the most. I mean, let's not forget Hyrule Warriors, too.
Yeah, and that one actually seems like it connected really well with both fan bases.
Ordinarily, I'd be really kind of all for this, even like a good dungeon crawler, but I could just never get into Crypt of the Necrodancer, which is where
by the way, Nick, here's my favorite part about Leon's scenario.
Oh, it's some sort of
device which throws
flamethrower.
Which throws flames. Yeah.
All right, I'll take that.
You're damn right you will.
But yeah, I guess Cadence of Hyrule is even being made by the same developer as Crypt of the Necrodancer, and I'm sorry, the rhythm and the hopping just drives me mad.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, that was my only like big beef with it when I watched the previews. Like, why does everyone move around by hopping?
You're either okay with it or you're not. Well, it's like one of those traditional dungeon crawlers where when you take a step, the enemy takes a step.
Oh,
and if you stop moving, they stop moving, except they add a bit of rhythm to it. And cool idea and all, but I could never get into it. It drove me nuts.
Yeah, like I said, it doesn't really look like my forte, but at the same time, I do respect Nintendo for taking a gamble with the Zelda series.
Yeah, like a pirate with a steering wheel attached to his groin. It just drove me nuts.
Giggity. Wait a minute.
Anywho.
All right, now we gotta figure out where these guys are, because... Oh, this part sucks so bad.
I would have loved like a Zelda shump, like Enter the Gungeon. That would have been cool. I mean, like literally anything else except Cadence
God damn it, Nick.
Ugh. Oh, here we go.
They're just fucking with me.
Close your eyes and run.
Yep. Okay, I don't know why this is working, but it's working. Huh. Alright. That was almost too smooth.
Anticlimactic?
I feel like I'm about to pay for that. Now, wait a minute. I do know. Yep, that's what I thought. Look at this jackass.
Oh, there's that boy. You get that boy.
Yep. He's gonna get got.
What a poob. So, speaking of games that are coming out in the future, well, hey, even if you're not a big fan of Cadence of Hyrule, we still have the remake of Wind Waker coming out, so, there's that.
Yes, dude, that's actually currently my most looked forward to game of this year, besides Cyberpunk, which isn't really guaranteed for this year.
I read something about Cyberpunk, and it said that it will be released by 2021.
Is that right?
I'm almost kind of curious if this game is going to release so late that it's going to start to feel dated.
No, I mean, I think it's a good combination of, CD Projekt Red doing what they do best, and then a cyberpunk theme which has largely remained dormant since the last Deus Ex. Well, I think it's going to feel fresh no matter when it comes out.
I don't know. CD Projekt Red doing what they do best. I mean, didn't CD Projekt Red just release one phenomenally good game?
Yeah, The Witcher 3. And
yeah,
that's what they do best. It's open world. It's quest-based narrative joy.
One item is not what they do best. I mean, they also released Witcher 1, 2, and that card game that never quite caught on.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but when you look at the progress that they have made in what they have done as a developer is something that usually takes studios decades to achieve. They went from like a pretty rubbish game to a pretty okay game to one of the best games ever made in 3 entries. I mean, that's hard to do.
Well, I mean, you could make that same argument with the team that made Hollow Knight. I mean, that's one of the darlings of the internet right now.
Yeah, and I would make that argument. They're damn good games.
A smash hit. I don't know if that necessarily makes for a good like a reliable track record. Okay, fair disclosure here. I finished a Guinness while I was playing Smash Time Smash Time.
Smash
Talking,
Time, mothers.
Talking Time Brothers. So if I sound a little bit more discombobulated than I usually do, but I don't know. See,
Smash
like,
hookers.
I don't feel like CD Projekt Red has enough of a track record to kind of accurately say, like, or predict how the next game is going to come out. You know what I mean? Like,
See,
there's
I
not
get
enough
that.
Go ahead.
I get that the majority of their track record is The Witcher 3, but when you look with what they did with The Witcher 3, they basically did not just The Witcher 3, but they released 2 sequels for it that they called DLC, and they were somehow even better than the main campaign. So,
And they did reshape a lot of the gaming industry with their service record, because now everybody tends to do this whole approach of like, oh yeah, we've got free downloadable content just as a thank you to our valuable fans.
yeah, right? Unless you're Square Enix or Konami.
In meaningful DLC. Speaking of Square Enix, I bought Epic Battle Fantasy V over the weekend.
Oh yeah, you've been kind of raving about those.
My favorite review for that game on Steam sums it up in one sentence. This one guy from Europe, the review for the game was, this one guy from Europe continues to single-handedly make RPGs better than all of Square Enix.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, last week I went back and I played through Epic Battle Fantasy 3 because it's free on Steam right now.
Oh, nice.
4, if you were going to have an entry point into the series, 4 is definitely the best. I mean, it's like this fun combination of Final Fantasy meets Paper Mario. But
I'd be down for
I
that.
digress. Oh, well, like I said, well, not necessarily 3, but yeah, grab 4 when you get a chance. Fantastic, fun little game. I don't know where I was going with that, but Epic Battle Fantasy.
Well, I was going to say, I give Square Enix a lot of shit too, but right now they're actually one of the companies that for me is a little bit on the upswing. Their last couple of projects I have really, really liked.
What are the last few things they've done?
Octopath, Dragon Quest.
That's right.
And some solid re-releases with Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, have you seen what 8-bit Dragon Quest XI is going to look like? Pretty cool.
Well, yeah, so what they're actually doing there is they're putting that on the Switch version, but it was actually a 3DS release in Japan.
Oh, okay. That's what I remember hearing
which is
something
actually
about
a big reason that I do plan on purchasing that game. Is because I would have gladly gotten the 3DS edition in addition to the PS4 console version. Okay, well,
yeah.
so I just spent a lot of shotgun shells, but boom, we actually came out ahead slightly.
Yeah, I hear there's no desire to go back and add that content retroactively to like PC.
No, which is a real
PS4.
shame. You know, and the other thing that really pisses me off, here I was just praising Square Enix a second ago. They're releasing Zodiac Age on the Nintendo Switch as well, but they're adding
with more content.
Yeah, with more content, which give or take. But
do you know what kind of content, or
the one that pisses me off the most is that during the actual game, you can change the character's job classes.
Oh, what a load of crap.
I know, because I really have some buyer's remorse about the job classes that I did for certain characters, and would love for just a 2 megabyte patch to incorporate that feature into the PS4 version. But I don't think I'm going to get it.
Oh man, what? Yeah, that was while that was one of the best games I remember as far as not having any missables, that asking you to commit to jobs right at the beginning
and never having the option to switch it up at all. I mean,
did you end up screwing yourself out of a Zodiac Spear wielder?
No.
I almost did.
I did one of the job classes for each character. So every job was represented. But my combinations of those jobs did not function well at all. I don't know what I was thinking, but I thought, hey, you know what? Pinello is my white mage. I should give her the means to defend herself and make her a monk as well. But then it turns out that the monk also has access to some of the best healing spells in the game. So Pinello doubled down on the healing magic, and that really didn't leave another character free to pick any of those up.
Yeah, I really hate when they ask you at the beginning of a 100-hour journey to select your
To make,
classes
yeah,
for
right,
100
like
hours before
life-changing
you know how to.
decisions.
Yeah,
Yeah. Did I just see this fucker move? He didn't move.
he don't look like he's gonna move.
Now, full disclosure, I have not played Leon's B scenario, so I don't know if you know who is still in the building right now. So I'm going to proceed as though he is, because I know he jumps you again in Claire's scenario at the orphanage, and we haven't really had that with Leon just yet. So I'm going to keep an ear open here. But do continue to talk. This is a very enjoyable conversation. I'm just in hyperfocus. There's a liquor.
Oh, yeah, I was wondering where that thing was.
Fucking A. Not 100% sure if I can...
You know, again, Final Fantasy XII seemed to have had a lot in common with Dragon Quest XI because it really was a game where you just kind of set up your little toy soldiers and let them play the whole game for you.
Wait, how is that like Dragon Quest XI?
Oh, well, I just set them to auto... Yeah, Dragon Quest XI. Yeah, I just set them to auto battle the entire time.
You actually used auto battle in that game.
I told them to fight wisely, and then 120 hours later, I was like, okay, we're fighting Morty, and I should probably take control.
I almost said fought Wosley.
Fought Wosley. Yeah, he's the optional boss past Kalasmos, Wosley.
Wosley. It's Ted Woosley. Okay, so I think these are the only two things that I didn't pick up in the police station. Which you actually need this roll of film for them to pop into existence.
Oh, I see.
So if you're wondering why I just left them sit there, even though I knew that they were there, that's the reason. You actually need that roll of film. You know, I'm starting to think Mr. X might not be in here. But the moment I say that, I'm just like prepping myself for a jump scare. I hear something. Oh, it's that liquor.
I'm glad you do.
Oh shit, dude. Is there a liquor in here?
Wait a sec. Can I actually hear this?
Yeah, you should be. You know, if you were wearing your cool new headphones.
Oh, you still there?
Yep. Hello?
No, I thought I just destroyed all the sound.
No, you're good.
Well, you know.
I swear I heard a liquor, like, breathing down my neck.
How am I not hear this? Where is my remote? Dogs, give me my remote.
Dude, I'm freaking out. Like, I don't know what's coming. I hate not knowing. That's the worst part of these games. The not knowing. Okay, so there's actually something in the main hall that I didn't pick up. What did I miss in there? Must be just like a box of ammo or something. So here's an upgrade for my Magnum. Here's Rebecca and her skivvies. Yeah, this is like the worst part. Like, just not knowing if there's like something horrible waiting to kill you.
I like how I went the first 30 minutes not having sound and not realizing it. What the heck?
Really? How did you manage to turn off the sound just for my PS4?
I'm sure Discord is flumping things up as it tends to do.
Flumping. That's a good word.
We really need to figure out how to get this on Twitch.
Oh shit, we were gonna experiment. You know, we've got to do that. Like, just take one night and get.
It was a bad week anyways, so no worries.
But we've got to get your headset set up and figure out the whole Twitch thing. I don't think it's hard to do at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just need to get the audio.
You know what? That green herb is not worth the health that I'm gonna lose to get it.
It's about the time that Mr. X shows up from behind you and just clocks you.
Okay, that actually got me a little bit. I forgot about that. It's like just the tiniest bit of pee from my pee hole. Anyway. But I do not think Mr. X is here. Though. Because he would have been on our ship by now.
He's moved on to greener pastures.
/ waiting to ambush us in the sewers.
He's just waiting behind a door with a baseball bat and some nails punched into it.
Okay, I can't remember what zombies I left alive here, so I'm proceeding cautiously. Okay, here's the poop pants room. Now this guy's hilarious. If we don't bother him, he's just content to lick that door frame. But this is nice.
Oh, fuel for the chemical flamethrower.
So once we get to the lab as Leon, the flamethrower just becomes our bread and butter.
Okay, now how do these zombies function in this particular mythos? Is fire effective against them?
Quite. Fire is pretty effective on everything.
Yeah, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't.
But yeah, that was a nice little run. We just got 6 shotgun shells, some magnum ammo, a magnum upgrade, which I have not opened, and a lot of flame fuel. So we're in good shape for the final portion.
Pretty for the lab.
Yes. The only thing that can potentially screw us is if I, really blow the William fight, which I occasionally do. But, it's even if you do have a bad run, he's not so bad that you can't really come back from it. Especially with all of the stuff that you get in the lab. And considering the fact that I've been pretty conservative in the sewers, I think we're in good shape.
Yeah, it seemed like we got pretty lucky with the sewers this time around.
Yeah, considering how bad that run went at the end of last episode, yeah, I'm pretty pleased with our progress here.
So, speaking of games and remakes, boy, what I wouldn't give for a Mario RPG remake with additional features.
Oh yeah.
And I mean that'll never happen, but
the romance seems to be back between Square and Nintendo, so you never know. I mean, even in Smash Brothers, they acknowledge that Geno exists. So
that's true. Yeah, that was a step.
That was a step. And they're releasing like basically 20 years of backlogged Final Fantasy games for the Nintendo Switch. So
yeah,
I mean, if you are solely a Nintendo player, this is literally the first time you're experiencing these games.
Yeah, it's a whole new era called catch up with everyone else. Mm-hmm. But hey, it's new to you. No, what was I going to say? I would love, if we want to be within the realm of doability, let's do some re-releases. Yeah, I know, I said it to the wrong person. Let's do some re-releases of the Paper Mario games for like the N64 and stuff with new features.
Hey, it's a really good thing that zombie was there, because I just about went down that whole corridor without picking this up.
Ooh.
That would have been shameful. Okay, so I think I can juke this guy, but I'm not gonna.
I looked up what the word juke meant, and it did not mean what I thought it did.
Look at this fucker. He's hungry.
He's ambling towards you.
He's hangry.
How come I have never once seen like a zombie apocalypse item or TV show series or mythos or whatever where it's like winter? Like, does winter just freeze all the zombies, or what happens? Has anyone ever explored that?
Yeah, you're not wrong. I think the Division kind of sort of flirts with that whole scenario.
Whoa. The Division is about zombies?
Not really, but it does do the whole post-apocalyptic thing in the winter.
Oh, okay. Well, I meant like zombies specifically. Like, do they just freeze to death, or do they thaw in the spring?
Oh, you jackass.
Well played, my friend.
What a jerk. Took my knife. I really thought that I was going to stun him with that headshot, but whatever.
I've always wondered if the Walking Dead universe was just one winter freeze away from completely solving the zombie problem.
I could get that knife back with a well-placed headshot. Oh, nope, his friends are coming up.
Yeah, I was going to say, how many bullets you willing to waste?
Yeah, for a knife. You're right. I'll get others.
What'd you do for a combat knife?
What would you do for a combat knife? Oh, God. Was that a Family Guy bit? Would you kill a man?
I think that was... Yes, that's what it was.
It seems like vintage Family Guy.
I get that, yeah, the first 2 seasons. I get that confused with the Abraham Lincoln Mentos commercial.
Oh my God.
This doesn't make me want to get a Mentos at all.
For as far up its own ass as Family Guy can be, they really did have some good bits in their early...
Well, that was the first 2 seasons, and then it got canceled. And then when it got renewed 10 years later, I guess, who was it, Seth MacFarlane, just got so full of himself. And he's like the freaking Quentin Tarantino of lowbrow comedy. You know, he thinks he's more
Okay.
clever than he is.
So rook is next to the knight, but not facing the queen. The king ain't next to the queen, but facing the knight, right at the end, and the knight ain't where the case marking says. So let's see here. There's knight. Knight's gotta be here.
What a dumb puzzle.
That would make queen over here, I'm thinking. No. Okay, let's read this carefully. The rook is next... Oh, shoot. Next to the knight, but not facing the queen. The king ain't next to the queen, but facing the knight right at the end. Okay, so let's see here. What did it say? Queen's gotta be...
www.gamefacts.com.
See who figures it out first. Wait, no, that's the rook. God damn it, Chris. Where did I put the queen? The queen's over here. Okay, so it said king is facing the knight at the end, knight's opposite side. The king is not next to the queen, which makes it so the queen must have to be here. And then, what did it say? The rook is doing what? The rook is next to the knight, but not facing.
Not facing the queen.
So there's that. So bishop's got to go in the middle here.
Duncan, it is 11 o'clock at night. Why are you going to town on that bone?
You know something about going to town on bones, don't you, Nick?
Oh, Lord.
I don't respect you.
Okay, almost there.
He is the grumpiest 4-year-old in dog years. Yeah, see how full of himself he is when he gets neutered on Tuesday.
I bet you don't have the balls to follow through with it, which is ironic.
Yeah, Uniball, you keep talking.
Nick, please don't do this to me. That's why I'm grouchy. Let's see
It's
here.
all right, Duncan. Eventually you'll be like me.
A shell
God
of a
help
man.
you. Shell of a dog.
I
Laying on
am
the
gonna
couch.
bring the Magnum, just in case things really go south. But I'm not gonna bring any ammo reloads for it. This is as much ammo as I'm allowing myself for this fight. Because he's really not hard. I just make him hard.
William?
Yeah,
Oh, right. This is like the second confrontation. Okay.
right. And in my opinion, potentially either the easiest or the most difficult, depending on what kind of day you're having.
Well, after the day I've had.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, let's pretend I didn't say that.
I'm assuming the universe is just going to equal out. Hey, boy, we finally got some space freed up in the old inventory.
Yeah, we do. Okay.
I'm used to that being more cluttered than a hoarder's garage sale.
Yeah, I'm going minimalist for this one. Let me think here.
Boy, this game just insists on its puzzles, doesn't it?
You know, I bitched and complained about the lack of puzzles in recent entries, and I'm going to enjoy them.
Oh, goodness. Fair enough point.
Now, come on,
Think-
William. Where's
once
that
I,
creep at?
Once I finish my current project...
God damn
oh,
it. Did he get me?
oh,
No,
he
okay,
got
he
you.
didn't get me.
What?
He got
Baloney.
shit.
I think when I finish my current project, I'm going to go back and play Resident Evil 7.
Oh, dude, good choice.
Go ahead and finish that up. Get the rest of those fun little achievements.
Wait, you didn't finish that? Oh, okay, so you played through the main campaign.
Played through it, kind of a bare bones run through with my
Okay.
sister.
So same as
And,
me.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, I
Yeah.
was going to say, when you said go back and finish it, I assumed you were coming from the same place as Max. Max, surprisingly enough, did not play through that game.
No, I've played through it. I just didn't do all the bells and whistles.
So remember how last time with Claire I was running around like an idiot? I saw a
Yep.
little YouTube speedrun video where it turns out you can just stand right here in this little corner. And,
Right there.
Yep.
That's great.
Still alive?
Now, is Mr. X going to be here?
I'm not going to spoil anything about Mr. X and Leon's scenario.
Because this looks like it's playing out fundamentally different.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay, yeah, because this does look... Yeah.
There are still some Leon surprises that I want you to experience yourself.
Special
instead of
surprise in every
me
box.
feeding them to you.
Oh, do we still have to do this boss fight?
God damn it. Off to a great start.
I'm just gonna come out and say it. I can't stand William in this game.
I hate this fight. I really do. I'm just not good at it.
It seems like there's just no good way to get around him.
Well, no, but that's the thing, though. There is, and I'm doing it. It's just not happening.
There
See?
you go.
Like, that was a fucking straight dodge, and it still caught me.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's very forgiving with the hitboxes here.
Well, that's the thing, though. He can, like, defy your hitboxes. See, look at that! That's as fast as you can move! What is it with me in this fight? I get worse every time. Oh my god, I actually dodged. I actually dodged, Nick.
Then I can use the crane.
Yes, but will it be enough?
Oh, he's gotten back up. Shit. Look at
Reminds me of trying to dance around those wampas from Shadows of the Empire.
Yeah, look at this fucker. Look at this fucker. Look at this fucker.
Circle in and circle in.
And circle in.
God, 10-year-old memes.
Oh my god. Like, the next hit I take, I'm just gonna, like, let him kill me because this is shameful. Yeah, okay, I deserve that. Oh, I'm alive. I mean, I'm still gonna try, but I'm not gonna waste another herb on this fucker. See, what could I have done about that? I took off running before he even thought about swinging at me. Oh my gosh. Would you like to play as Super Leon? Oh, that was really, really frustrating.
Yeah, that is, I think, my least favorite part of this game.
This is my actual least favorite boss fight of this game. And, like, what makes it so maddening for me is that other people don't seem to have this problem. And like, I can't figure out what I am doing differently.
Come on, dogs.
I just don't know what it is that I'm not getting about this fight.
So we're gonna line enough eye shots until he's stunned and then hit the crane?
Yeah, that's literally it, but you see how I struggle with evading his attacks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, this game wasn't made for these kind of close quarter, open area combat scenarios. And I mean, you're meant to be running around hallways and the like.
I'm not blaming it on the game mechanics. I'm blaming it on something I don't really understand about this fight.
No, I mean, that's absolutely what it looks like to me, is it's just like, this isn't what this game excels at.
He might get up before the crane gets here. Shit. I'm just gonna have to...
It's gonna be a close one.
I'm just gonna have to stand... Yeah, no, he's good. We're good. We're alright.
Oh, just one of those?
No.
Oh.
Sadly, no. Sadly, there's still plenty more William.
There's more William where that came from.
Circle in and circle in and circle in and circle in.
I'm guessing the name of this episode is going to be Bat Fight.
That fight. Circle in and circle in!
It's a Bat Fight, right? Bat
Na na
Fight.
na 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 na. William!
I mean, we all know what we're referencing here, right?
Ask Angelina.
Oh, for goodness sakes, Bat Fight? It was where we got dogfighting from.
I thought dogfighting was something we made up. I really assumed we were being creative.
You were the one... Well, we adapted it from Will Ferrell's Bat Fight.
We did?
Yeah! You forgot your own shtick.
I really thought we were being original, Nick.
I will link that...
What? Why?
Oh my gosh!
Why in the hell did that happen? I wasn't even standing.
It's like your hand got in the way, and then all of a sudden the game was like, oh, Leon was standing in front of it.
It like switched me and William around. Why did it do that? I don't know.
William, Leon, you just activated my trap card. Swap body.
Commencing phase shifting. Oh, okay, with that.
When my life points are below 500, it allows me to swap positions with one player on the battlefield.
Now you will taste my true power. G-Virus, activate.
Oh my god, that was great. Hey, Joseph.
Well, there was a sick dodge.
It's all gonna come full circle. Here we go.
Okay, so he seems to stay down for quite a bit. This first one. It's the
Hey, how you
second
doing,
one
Joseph?
that I need to be terrified of.
What, Joseph?
No idea what today.
Oh, what did you come up with an idea at work today about?
Bulldozer.
Bulldozer jousting.
Bulldozer jousting.
I could get behind that. I would watch it. Well, no, I don't know how we're gonna do a startup, Joseph. I mean, that's a lot of initial cost. I mean, we need to get bulldozers. We need to get CDLs. Insurance.
None of this is undoable, mind you.
I
It's
mean,
just-
granted, right? Not undoable. Just we're gonna need a lot of money, and I was gonna buy a house, but I mean, I could
it's
do
gonna
this.
take money. A whole lot of spending money.
I'm sorry.
Gonna take plenty of money.
Oh, you
Ooh,
dumb
to
dog!
rent
What did you
those
do?
bulldozers for jousting. To do it right. Oh, he got tired of my shit. Circling and now he's
I
pissed. Hello, dude. I deserve
I
this death.
still cannot get over Leon just materializing in front of the boss.
It was pretty great, you know? I can't even say I was disappointed by it because it was so entertaining. Get him?
Let's do
Oh
this.
boy.
Now I got you, you son of a bitch.
Too bad it's not Claire's run through. She would
Okay,
have
now I'm
said
gonna
something
stand
like,
as far back as I can. Okay. Dear God.
No, my one weakness.
Shipping containers. Wait, Leon, the manifest. Let me read what's in here.
Oh, it's just a bunch of PS3s.
William always was. Man, he must be crushed.
Let's hope that's the last of them.
Well, if it was a PS3 Fat Boy edition.
Yeah, the first generation units.
Dude, I still have mine. I love it. It's like
I'm
my
pretty sure you
nostalgia
can
machine.
link 10 of those together and open a wormhole.
You know, there's still like a NASA lab or something that's using those as.
They bought like 300 of them and
yeah.
interconnect them.
You know, for as ridiculous as that system was, the cell processor was quite ahead of its time.
Ahead of its time, yes.
Over here!
And where is Ada, anyways?
She's fine. She's only been down here for 2 weeks.
Getting worried there.
I think the gangrene would have set in.
And the starvation.
Oh, right. I remember this happening
Do it.
now.
I can't walk like this.
Given that she's got to weigh like, what, 90 pounds soaking wet.
It's gonna hurt.
She makes you look fat, is what I'm saying, Nick.
I wasn't going to say anything. And yet, despite it all, she still has the choker.
And distinctly less Asian, mind you.
Relax, okay?
You're Asian, right, Nick?
Me? No, I'm German-Irish.
Here, I thought you were Cantonese. What the hell?
What do we do now?
Yeah, right?
Get yourself out of here.
So,
Oh, you still can.
well, let's see here. This
I'm
is
just gonna leave
this
you.
is not going to be the final
Not like
episode, is
this.
it?
It never
I
is.
don't understand.
Nothing ever ends.
Nothing ever ends. Just new beginnings, Chris. That's what Resident Evil's all about. Philosophy.
You protected me.
It's all just circular. Umbrella's always behind it, but they never get punished. It's
That's
like the Trump. They're like the Trump family.
I knew it.
You know.
I knew it was coming.
I know.
Leon is like the Mueller investigation, just pissing into the wind.
Run out.
He's a younger Mueller. He's trying, but ultimately never matters.
You want to help?
Oh dear God.
We have to get to the nest.
So speaking of, and there goes Rex walking on the back of the couch. Mind you, he's a 70-pound dog.
That's where the
This shouldn't be possible, and it's a bad idea for everybody.
Mind you, I fucking live here.
Oh, calm down, Rex. You act like you're the one getting neutered on Tuesday.
Hey,
We got work to do.
we're compatriots, and I think that what you're doing is fundamentally and morally wrong.
I want my testicles back. I will sue you in open
Cable car will
court.
Take us down to Nest.
I've got Mueller all lined up after his career goes to shit.
Right.
After his career takes a nosedive after this whole Trump thing.
On CNN. And it seems like Mueller has resigned from the probe to represent one Rex Arthur Chesterfield Weber against his owner.
Let's hope he's able to get a sentence this time.
Oh,
Zing.
well, I was going to say he brought down Enron, but he didn't actually get a conviction, if I remember.
Oh no, Cheney was way ahead of him on that one.
Yeah, it was their conviction was thrown out at a technicality, and I think Arthur Anderson, I don't know. All I remember is no one actually served any jail time.
Arthur Anderson, wasn't that Neo's real name in The Matrix?
This may be.
Thomas
Arthur
Anderson.
Anderson was the accounting firm that was supposed to check the books for...
Well, yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying that'd be kind of great if that's where The Matrix got it, like 10
I
years
remember it
before
was
any of that actually
mystery.
happened. Yeah, no,
Speaking
Thomas
of
Anderson.
things ripping things off, I just finished the Dune series today. All
I thouyou
8
had-
books.
I thought you had finished that.
Okay, so there's a first trilogy, a second trilogy, and then Frank
And then a
Herbert
bonus
died.
trilogy.
Once we get
And then
back
his son
on
picked up
rail.
the works and tried to finish it up, and he wrote 2 more books. I just finished the son's books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad, but it was nice to get a conclusion to the series.
Honestly,
I am convinced Mass Effect 3 stole its whole plot and ending beat for beat from the ending of the Dune series.
So wait, you're telling me there was a way that we could have predicted that shit show?
I would almost put money on it. Someone from BioWare or EA had just finished reading the books, Sandworms of Dune, and then just took it straight note for note and made Mass Effect 3.
They thought they were being real creative, just like me with
I mean,
dogfighting.
Everything from the machine fleet to the synthesis ending to light speed travel being destroyed, all of it.
You know, Nick, as you saw last week, Christy and I played some Red Dead Redemption 2. How have we not done dogfighting like you and me?
I got plenty
Well,
of
you seem to have forgotten where dogfighting even came from.
I straight up did not pick up on the connection to that bit by Will Ferrell.
Go.
Maybe it was me who made that connection, and it was just incidental to you.
No, for me it was all just it was just about luring people away from the tavern and drowning them. That's all I was.
We basically took the lyrics to Batfight and readapted it into Dogfight.
Counting on you.
Huh. I mean, it makes sense now that I hear it, but I never
He-
picked up on.
Thank goodness I'm keeper of the lore.
Nick's just got this big old book in his house of all the stupid shit I've ever said.
Well, funny enough, I have memory problems, so I do write everything down in a journal at the end of the night. So yeah, you're not actually wrong, Chris.
That's awesome. we should bust out some like gems from 2010 for Play the Hits.
I will have to look some of those up. I do know that I have boil a live lobster and you're a master chef. Boil a live kitten, however, and all of a sudden we have
You
problems.
start raising some eyebrows. That's right. But hey, boys, the most important thing is you brought Knuckles with you, and that's all that really matters.
Good old Knuckles.
Here I come, rougher than the rest of them, the best of them, tougher than leather.
I thought it was tougher than nails.
No. No. You see, it's tougher than leather. You can call me Knuckles. Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. I'd rather flex my muscles. I'm hard as nails.
Oh,
But then
silly.
they proceed to rhyme nails with tell, which leads me to believe that they wanted to say he's harder than hell, which just makes him sound like he has a raging boner.
Funny story. Well, okay, not
There's all
necessarily.
kinds of great things in Sonic Adventure that kind of flew under the radar. But...
Funny story. Are you familiar with the one hell of a guy controversy from Donkey Kong 64?
The DK rap?
Yeah.
Where they say he's one heck of a guy, right?
No, where he's one hell of a guy.
They do say hell of a guy?
Okay, so there's a story behind this. Okay, so in the DK rap, the original one from the N64, they say he's
You
one
have my
hell of a guy.
undivided attention right now, by the way.
He's one hell of a guy. Now, that was because Rare was the company that made the game, and they are based in England. In England, hell is not considered one of the hard swears.
Is it really a hard swear here, though?
Well, okay, it hard swear, I guess, is I mean your four-letter words.
Okay,
Um,
right.
a soft swear, not something you would put in a kid's game. In Britain, that's just considered, hey, hell is a biblical location. And it's not considered a gauche to say that in conversation. It's not even a soft swear.
I
So
gotcha.
to them, culturally, something different. Of course,
Yeah,
it gets over to the United
big
States. Yeah, and we freak right out. So that's why in the, I believe, Wii U store version and its other incarnations on Smash Brothers, it's censored as one heck of a guy. But that's why for a brief
Okay.
moment, that was one hell of a guy.
No kidding. I
Yeah,
just figured it
so-
was rare in its, kind of edgy phase. Like when they released
like
Conker's Bad Fur Day, yeah.
No, it was just straight up different sentimentalities.
Dude, I gotta say, though, Conker's Bad Fur Day, I'm gonna come out and say it, gave South Park a run for its money.
Never played it, but kind of wish I did.
It had some surprisingly good shock humor. And, wait a minute. I know you're out here. There you are.
Is that a Protectron? I didn't quite see.
No, it's a Zambo.
Oh, okay, it's a Zamboni.
Whatever.
Oh, goodbye, sir.
So long. Good night, sweet prince.
Now, are you actually making sure these are zombies before you strike, or are you just gunning them down?
Shoot them all and let God sort them out.
This is one of the few times you can say that. Oh my god, it's a bomb! Or, it's not, never mind.
Okay, let's see here. We're getting our healthy stash of gunpowder up. We've got all of our flame fuel. We're sitting pretty at this point, Nick.
Can you use gunpowder to make more flamethrower fuel?
No, and you don't really need to. We've hit peak flame capacity, which is really shame that this isn't the final episode, because I would love to tear ass through this place and show you how much
With the
easier it is with
flamethrower
Leon.
and
Yeah,
burn through everything.
yeah. Like if the sewers are slightly harder with Leon, then this part is way easier.
Chief Cartwright? Cartwright, your table ready? I'm sorry.
Cartwright 4.
West area.
One of my favorite Seinfeld episodes, and one of the earliest too, if I remember correct.
Oh yeah, yep. That was like what, season 2? I think that was where.
No,
really,
it was it was like episode 3, and Larry David had to fight like hell to get that episode.
yeah,
aired.
because they thought it was going to be garbage, and that's actually what
Mm-hmm.
cemented Seinfeld in the popular conception as the show about nothing.
So, I gotta ask, what do you think are two? Because we're gonna like finish our respective series at the same time, both Talking Time Brothers and Resident Evil. What do you think our two new series should be?
Let me get back.
Pop
to you
on
that.
down. Hop on down to the comments section and let us know.
Yeah, all 22 of you.
Oh,
One of which is actually me. Let's see, OSS.
oh, this is gonna be one of those wave file puzzles, isn't it? Hey,
Yeah,
Joseph,
these aren't very difficult.
you going to breakfast tomorrow? No.
Okay, this rounds off our inventory.
Oh, good. Now we're at maximum capacity.
Did she get back up? No, she did not. Excellent.
Oh, I'll catch you later.
Nick, we are sitting pretty, my friend. Though it is time to bust out that flamethrower.
What's your opinion on Turok? Should we play through Turok or?
I'm up for some dino porn. I mean, wait, what? Wait, which version?
The original version.
And
Though I've also
64.
been kind of chomping at the bit to play Castlevania: Legacy of Darkness.
I see two damn good options before us. Let's see, combine you with you. We now have a more efficient flamethrower, even though we haven't even used the regular one yet.
It has absolutely zero carbon emissions.
All right. She's about to get a workout. Because, unlike Claire's scenario, there are some major stakes with killing those plant boys, and you'll see what that is shortly.
Oh, I remember you saying something about that.
Yes. Yes, I remember. So let's see here. Now, let me think. Did I take pictures of those passwords like a good lad? I'm hoping I did. In case you're wondering why I'm standing here, I'm cycling through my phone. Searching.
In real life, not Leon.
Searching. I think I got it. This should be the B scenario. Okay. Yeah, Leon just pulls out his cell phone from 1998. Where did I save those pictures?
Well, if you go by Metal Gear logic, in the 1960s, we had iPhones and iDroids.
And flying turrets.
You know what? Every time we mention, like, what game are you most excited for, I don't hear any of us ever say anything about Death Standing or Stranding.
I keep forgetting it exists.
Yeah, me too. I keep thinking it's like some experimental period
Tech demo?
piece.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that never gets released. Tech demo. That's a good term. Is Leon just popping random pills he finds around the office?
I think it's a conspiracy at this point. Just an excuse for a bunch of Japanese guys to get in a room with a naked Norman Reedus. Yeah. Oh, big American penis. Man, when are we gonna get those damn strikes?
As soon as somebody considers us a threat.
Yeah, as soon as we're big enough to get reported, basically.
Like I said, this will be my never mind. Not even gonna go there. This will be my blackface scandal.
Nick, I'll be very disappointed if you do not run for office at some point.
Hey,
Even if it's
me
just
and
like
Rex,
city council or something.
2024, no take, only throw. That's our firm policy on tennis balls. No take, only throw.
There he goes.
Oh, goodness.
Took him a second to get there, but
He went up in flames, just like our country's dignity for the last 2 years.
okay, why won't you catch fire? There he goes.
Oh, you're trying to set wet leaves on fire, that's why.
I mean, is it working?
I like how you just keep giving him another little blast there every now and then.
He keeps trying to get up and...
It's like he's spraying the cockroach or something with poison, like Dale Gribble.
I was thinking more like spritzing a house plant.
Right. Yeah, it's too much. It's not too much. You can take
Too much, not too much. Oh, dear God. Okay, let me see here. Thank you, cell phone. All right, we've got a couple of Tetris. Oh, shit. Dropped my phone.
And it's broken.
Yeah, it's broken. Dropped it right onto that carpet. That's been Play the Hits, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so Tetris line.
This is the lamest version of Tetris I've ever seen.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Hey, now, who was it that actually acquired Tetris from Russia? Was that Nintendo of America or Nintendo Japan?
Okay, so are you familiar with the Gaming Historian?
Vaguely.
One of my favorite channels on YouTube. And the only reason I'm not going to answer that question is because I don't want to deprive you of this. Go and watch his hour-long special that is, no joke, one of the best documentaries I've ever watched in my whole life about the development of Tetris.
So was it Nintendo of America or Japan?
Just watch the episode, Nick, and let's discuss it next time because it is absolutely the most phenomenally bizarre chapter in gaming history, which intersects with Russian and Japanese politics. I mean, it is so... You've got to watch it.
I'm familiar with it having to have been smuggled out of Russia, but okay, all right, maybe I will in fact do that.
Just dedicate an hour, watch the whole thing, and then we'll discuss it next time because there's actually more to that story that I want to talk over with you than
Interesting. That I did not know.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Well, I know Tetris is based on like a little kind of hand game that you played with detachable pieces.
Correct. And not only that though, but this episode itself, it actually kind of elevates like what you would consider possible for a YouTube series.
Oh god, this is that puzzle where you got to make that Nickelodeon slime, isn't it?
Yep, we're making gag.
I'm not a fan of this.
Let me think here.
You got to get it above the red line so you can have enough to slime the whole family.
Right. Nope, we fucked up. We have fucked to the up. We have given an up fuck.
It is too late at night for me to figure out what is going on here.
It's too late at night for me to figure it out. Who are we kidding?
I feel like this is one of the points where I'd actually be a fan of that Castlevania feature from like Lords of Shadow, where they had clever puzzles and then immediately apologized for having them and allowed you to just skip them.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, let me see here.
Can you guide Gabriel through the axe shard? And we're sorry we made you do that. You can just skip. Fine.
We are so very, very sorry. Why do all of my Japanese impressions sound like the worst
Everyone
stereotypes
is just
from...
everyone is just Iwata, I know.
Right. Okay. Okay. Hold on.
This is why it takes me so long to get that lemon lime slush from Sonic's.
Right. So this is why I can't achieve it.
I hope the microphone doesn't pick up all these dogs snoring around me.
I'd be a little bit disappointed if it did not pick it up. Okay. Think we're where we need to be, Nick. We did it. Great success.
Speaking of we did it, did you
We
hear
do
that
it.
Dora the Explorer is getting a live-action movie?
Oh, please tell me it's like a gritty Dark Knight reboot.
Well, I can tell you this, Boots is being voiced by Johnny Trejo.
Yes! It is extremely X-rated.
Oh my goodness.
It is wildly not suitable for children.
I am going to take my sister to see it, just for the sake of hearing Danny Trejo. Danny Trejo.
Oh, hello!
Ooh, yeah, he
Two
just kind of
boys.
came out of nowhere.
Two boys, we got twins.
Give him a little bit more of a spritz.
Here I come.
Should
Rougher
you be
than the rest
walking
of them.
through the fire?
How dare you to tell me to walk through fire?
I feel like it looks like you just lit the Skull Kid on fire.
Wouldn't that be a great ending to that game? Like, instead of forgiving him, just...
I'll give you something to scream about, kid.
Right. You took my horse, fucker.
Now I'm gonna take your...
What do you love? What do you love?
This fairy. I was gonna kill the
This
fairy anyways. That's not.
crunches it between his index and thumb. Link is just a masochist.
I was gonna kill the fairy anyways. So what's your second choice?
Oh dear.
You, my best friend.
Hey, remember what you were just saying about how we have so much inventory space?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
those
we full of crap again.
Those times have come and gone. But we're
Oh.
about to unload some shotgun shells. It's a 1, a
A
2,
two.
a 3. Oh, good God, we are
Dr. Mario just euthanizing patients in the sick ward.
are we a little sick, Nick? I wonder sometimes.
Are we a little sick?
Are we a lot sick?
Murph.
You guys is fucked up, and I love it. Thanks, Knuckles. Murph, Splurf, and Schmurf. Did that just activate the lickers in this room? I wonder. Or do I have to walk down the hallway? Or is this a
Yeah,
next
gotta-
time on play the hit sort of scenario?
You gotta cross the spawn monster threshold.
Yeah, I think you're right. So, in the meantime, we'll go to the
Janitor's closet.
redeem yourself with save point threshold.
This is not the janitor's closet. This is like the main frame for the entire internet in the world.
Right. Nick, I'm really glad that we did not go back for that combat knife, because we are okay on knives for right now.
Yeah, I mean, come on, who needs a knife when you got a flamethrower? A
I am
chemical
going to hang on
flamethrower.
to those nades, just in case. You know what? Actually, no, I'm not, because I'm gonna.
I mean,
want
come
those
on,
for
man. Do we
William.
really need them? With God on our side, who could stand against us?
That's beautiful, Nick.
There's your episode title.
I don't even have something snide. That's just, you know, for a devout agnostic, I gotta hand it to you. I brought a tear to my
Hey, I read my source material, okay?
yoink. All right, let's see here. I think we're about ready to go to war here.
Oh yeah, I should hope so with all this firepower. We've got enough to either take care of this lab or a small Pakistani village.
Or a village of sand people. Wait.
Okay, well, that's been Play the Hits,
Hey guys,
everybody.
everybody! Next time we'll see you in the lab on Play the Hits. I'm gonna go take a cold shower.